Hallo und willkommen zusammen bei einer neuen Folge von Baldur's Gate 3. Wir haben das Last Light in den Shadow Cursed Lands gefunden und haben Jaheira, die Heldin von Baldur's Gate, überzeugen können, dass wir keine True Souls sind und auf ihrer Seite und so weiter, woraufhin sie uns dann willkommen geheißen hat. Aber Karlach möchte mit uns reden.
Oh my god, soldier. That's Jaheira. The Jaheira.
Genau. She lives in the city, right?
Don't you know the whole story? Years ago, over a century, Jaheira was part of a group that saved Baldur's Gate from Saravok, a Baalsport trying to plunge the city into war. My mum used to tell us stories about them. The legends who protected the city from evil. She said Jaheira was a powerful druid. Adamant. Tough. I've told myself those stories 1,000 times since. I never thought I'd meet Jaheira. She's a hero, and I was always some outer city kid. Can't believe she wants to talk to us about working together. What a day!
Ich liebe Karlach, die ist wirklich so nett. Absolut nett. Gut, dann schauen wir mal, ob wir nicht... Wen haben wir hier Schönes? Harper Donna.
Jaheira seems sure of you. I hope she's right. This barricade might keep the shadows out, but it won't help against what's already inside.
So, wie sehen wir eigentlich aus? Geht so? Naja. Ne? Also hier da fehlen schon... Ja, also für mindestens mal für Gale wäre es nicht schlecht, wenn wir rasten würden.
I think it's staring out into the dark so much as doing something to my eyes.
Ich nehme an, dass es keinen Sinn
Jaheira
hat.
trusts you. I trust you. But I'll be damned if a bug brain doesn't creep me out.
Gut. Hier haben wir dann auch einen Punkt. Okay. Ja gut, man kann ja mal eine Fist, ehrlich gesagt. Das ist schon...
Hey,
Flaming
that's
Fist
close
hier.
enough. Artifact or no, I don't like the likes of you crashing our party.
Give it a rest, Alfred. We need all the God's damned help we can get.
What party is it that I'm crashing?
Rescue party.
Not that you'll give a triple shot damn, but we were ambushed by them bloody cultists. Bastards torched the pigsty we were staying in and made off with the Grand Duke of Baldur's Gate himself.
Ja, also das war in Wokin's Rest, wo wir das getroffen haben. I was there in the aftermath. I don't suppose Councillor Floric made it all the way here?
Sure did. For all the good that does us.
She's inside. One of the ground floor chambers.
Ah,
Guess you need to be a God's damned counselor to get room and board around here.
die ist also auch da. Aber Chanty.
Can't chat. I need to reinforce the barricade.
Okay.
Hey, it's Alan! Let's say hi!
Moment. Dammon? Hat da gerade einer was von Dammon gesagt? Ah,
Karlach, I thought you'd be in the city by now. We were ambushed by cultists. Half of us were captured, the other half ran here.
Off the anvil into the forge. We'll find them. Hopefully.
Before you run off into the belly of the beast, there's something I need to tell you. Well, two things. Good news and bad news.
okay. Give us the good news.
I only need one more piece of infernal iron to craft an insulating chamber that can make it possible for Karlek to...
Touch people!
Exactly!
Oh my god. It's really happening. It's been so long. We've got the iron. Let's do this thing!
Hang on! I think you'll want to hear the bad news too.
Yeah, sure. But first, fix me. Please.
Let's let Damon speak. This sounds important.
Fine. Well, go on then.
I don't enjoy saying this, Karlek, but there's no two ways about it. Your engine is going to blow and I can't fix it. I'm not sure anyone can. It's simply too hot to exist here in the material plane. Unless you return to Avernus for good, this thing is going to blow. Sooner rather than later.
But-
Klingt aber nicht gut.
But still, you can give me something that'll let me touch again, right? Safely.
Yes, but
That's all I need to know. Do it. Please.
Go on, give him the iron. Let's make this happen. Weil das ist ja unabhängig davon.
all right. This shouldn't take long. Same as last time. You'll need to install it yourself. This should do the trick.
Sie hat ja so eine Infernal Machine statt eines Herzens.
So, did it work?
Only one way to find out.
Pull her into a hug.
Thank you. I can't believe it. Thank you, Damon. Thank you so much.
It's the least I could do. Before you go, there's something I need to tell you. That engine of yours, it's contained for the moment, but it's just too hot to exist here in the material plane indefinitely. I know you know that, but the thing is, there's a cure. I
Also
wasn't
doch.
making any headway with the mechanics, none at all. The environment here is just too cold to sustain metals like the ones inside you. You have to return to Avernus. For good. Or this thing is going to burn you up from the inside out. And sooner than you think.
The minute I set foot back in Avernus, Zarya will force me back into service. I'm not doing her bidding again. I'd rather die.
I get that, but don't rule it out. The world just might be better with you in it. Even in Avernus. I won't stop trying to figure out a cure, but at this point, I think we all have to face the inevitable.
Tja. We'll have to make the inevitable then.
You read my mind. Thanks, Damon. Really. You've given me more than I could ever repay.
It's been my pleasure. Good luck, both of you. Look after yourself, all right?
Ja, gut, man weiß natürlich nicht, wann das passieren wird und wie lange sie dann noch leben kann. Aber es ist natürlich auf jeden Fall besser als nicht.
This is the best day. The best day.
I'm so happy for you, Karlach.
I'm so happy for me too. Now I just need to find someone to cuddle up to tonight, and I'll be the happiest woman on the Sword Coast.
Let's make her the happiest woman on the Sword Coast. Anyone in mind?
I'm not sure. Depends who's got me in mind. Withers was giving me the old eye the other night. Then again, maybe it was just an old eye.
Withers. Ah, ja, okay. Das Spiel forst mich dazu. What about what Damon said about your engine? We need to get you back to Avernus or it's going to blow.
Listen, I'm never going back. If you said I could die right now or live 1,000 years in the Hells, I'd choose to go out now with my freedom intact. I don't expect anyone to understand that. But I've been dealt a hand most people don't have to contemplate playing.
Ja. Okay. I respect your decision. Verstehe ich.
Thanks, soldier. Your support means I've got one less thing to worry about. That means a lot to me. You really are the best of the best. Of the
Of
best.
the best. Karlach ist wirklich the best. Reden wir doch gleich nochmal mit ihr.
Soldier?
You got your second upgrade. How does it feel?
Like I got something back. Something I've wanted for a really long time. When I touched you, I felt like a real person. My heart was racing, but I didn't hurt you. I don't have to be afraid of myself anymore. I don't have to hold back. Not sure the world's ready for unleashed Karlach, but it's getting it anyway. Thanks to Damon. Thanks to you. Thanks to fate.
What'll you do with your newfound freedom?
Touch! Touch everything! Touch everyone that'll let me. Shake hands, dance a waltz, maybe even kiss a face or two if I find a good candidate. The world's my funhouse.
I'm very glad you got what you wanted.
Me too, soldier. Gods, me too. For every knock we take, I feel like I get a little treat just to keep me going.
Gut, das haben wir ja schon gehabt mit Damon. Na gut, weiter geht's nicht an der Stelle. Wir gucken mal, wie gerne sie uns inzwischen mag. High 50. Das ist nicht viel. High 56. Very high 75. Unglaublich. Warum mag sie uns noch nicht so? Dann müssen wir das noch ein bisschen ausbauen. Weil wir haben uns natürlich schon so ein bisschen in sie verliebt. Das muss man schon sagen. So, bevor ich jetzt hier aber noch groß Sachen mache, werde ich vielleicht erstmal hier reingehen. Oder Moment, hier. So, wahrscheinlich ist hier überall nichts Gescheites drin.
What's hiding here?
Okay.
Should mind my step.
Pretty as you are, this is no time for a natter. Head on into Last Light.
Gut, gut, gut. Dann ist der wahrscheinlich auch nicht besser drauf.
Let's head inside. There's food and warmth to spare.
Gut.
The Last Light Inn does not permit the bearing of arms. For the safety of all patrons, please leave your weapons at the door.
Gut, das ist so ernst wahrscheinlich jetzt nicht gemeint, oder?
Is that dark more the wicked? I don't believe it. His territory ran from the Wood of Sharp Teeth to Cloak Wood. Took half an army to drive him out. How did he end up here?
Gut. Die Story kenne ich jetzt tatsächlich nicht. Wardrobe, was wird da wohl drin sein? Klamotten. Oh! Und Aloe Oil, davon hat ja Jaheira geredet. Was macht denn das eigentlich? Egal, das ist jedenfalls nicht billig, das nehme ich mal mit. Swarty Wayfarer in Blue. Guest log. Jorah and Claudette Amster, Chiso Doming Guest, Grey Eye the Wizened, Athena Duchamp, Elohur, Boo and Friend. Boo, der Hamster, und der Freund wäre dann Minsk. Also aus Baldur's Gate 1 sind die natürlich ungefähr so bekannte Helden wie Jaheira, Boo and Friend. Und eigentlich ist es natürlich Minsk and his friend Boo. Mr. Black, Mulligan, Elope, Krieger, Jim and Byrne, Grace, Art Color. Ja, dann. Da fällt mir ein, wo ich hier gerade diese Katze sehe. Irgendjemand, nämlich Karlach, kann ja mit Tieren sprechen.
Hiss. I say hiss.
Ja, His Majesty. Easy, Kitty. I mean you no harm.
And yet you harm me by your very presence.
Yeah.
This is my territory, and you're in it.
Apologies. I keep my distance.
Indeed you will. Or you'll find my claws planted firmly in your dangles.
Ja. Gut, jetzt wissen wir auch, wer das Last Light Inn regiert. Und das ist ja Mattis.
Welcome to our humble... Wait, are you Karlach? A lot of us were in Avernus. We saw you fighting. You were so good.
Well, yeah, I guess I was. I mean, you should avoid fighting for devils if you can. But if you can't, it helps to have a good right hook.
I saw you lay out a Moor demon in 2 hits. Bam, bam! We were all like, whoa! How'd you learn to fight like that?
Had to. Life didn't pull any punches. It was up to me to learn to take a hit and deal one back.
I've been tossed around a lot too. I want to learn how to fight back too.
From the look of things, you've got your wits about you. A clever mind and a bit of style will take you a long way. Fight with those, and you may find you never need to use your fists at all.
In that case, want to buy a lucky ring I found?
Nice try, Shorty.
Keep it up, though, and you'll be scamming with the greats in no time.
Kid really looks up to you. That's nice to see.
It is, isn't it? Hope he makes it out of this mess with his wits in one piece. I'd like to see him set up in a proper home in the city. Every kid deserves that.
Check it out. We've gone legitimate, and Mole put me in charge. What do you need?
Na wenn schon. You got any stock for an extra special customer like me?
I'm not supposed to mention it to anyone, but I do have something pretty special in stock. A key. What does it look like? What does it open? What treasures await behind its lock? That's for one lucky buyer to find out. Mole gave it to me and said I shouldn't let it go to just any old jackaday.
Wir sind natürlich lieb zu ihm. Also, I'd like to buy it from you.
This is a
Ho, ho.
valuable piece, so it's gonna cost a lot. And that is The price isn't changing.
Okay. No chance, that's too much.
As Mole would say, suit yourself. Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest. What can I get you?
You're the first happy face I've seen in a good word.
I'm alive, ain't I? What's not to like?
Let me see what you have. Ich kaufe mir jetzt für 1000, ich habe 5000 Gold. Ich kaufe mir jetzt nicht für 1000 Gold so einen komischen Schlüssel ab, von dem ich keine Ahnung habe. Wie sieht es eigentlich hier aus? 52, da brauche ich das nicht. Evasive Shoes, Acrobatics 1, Armor Class 1 und es ist keine Rüstung. Das könnte also auch jemand wie Gale oder so anziehen. Oder Karlak. Tarbell's Guide to Extractions. Ne, das brauchen wir nicht. Was haben wir denn hier noch? Was ja auch immer Bloodlust. Das ist 38, das kaufen wir mal. Necrotic Resistance, Peerless Focus. Ist immer was für sie. Oil of Combustion. Covers its target in oil for 2 turns. Oil covered targets immolate. Das ist auch nicht schlecht. Da könnte man mal einen Pfeil riskieren. Potion of Invisibility, Accuracy. Also auf jeden Fall sollten wir so hier Arrow of Thunder. Was haben wir hier? Cloak of Cunning Broom. When the wearer disengages, they also create a foggy cloud with 7-foot radius that lasts for 1 turn. Ist das dann aber auch eine, die ich selber nicht sehen kann? Für 105 kann man das eigentlich mal kaufen. Mal sehen, wie sich das anfühlt. Dann haben wir hier noch Sparrow Slaying. What? Magic Weapon meant to slay a particular kind of creature. Sparrows? Spatzen? Okay, das ist ja wohl ein Scherz, oder? Fishing Rod of Alertness. The wielder of this rod cannot be surprised unless something unexpected happens. Ja. Cannot be surprised unless something unexpected happens. Sehr witzig. Decanter of nearly endless water. It will definitely regain its properties next day, the day after for sure. Das sind lauter so Spaßsachen. Faint whispers creep from this sending shell when you'd hold it close. Yet the method of sending messages from is ja, okay. Spoon of saltiness. When salting food, the bearer of this shadow-cursed utensil will always add too little or too much, but never the right amount. Truly, the deviousness is top tier. Arcane Interference. Das kann man immer mal brauchen. So, den Rest nehmen wir mal nicht. Und dann können wir natürlich hier noch Sell Wares. Und wir haben ja hier noch so ein paar Sachen. Der ist eigentlich ganz gut. Wir hätten noch ein paar Sachen irgendwie, die Blödsinn waren. Was war denn das? Rapier? Ein +1 Rapier, ne, das behalten wir nochmal. Der könnte gut sein. Gloves of Power, Wondrous Gloves. Addition of Bardic Inspiration, you get one more use of it. Envoy's Amulet. Fog Cloud, das sowieso nicht. Broken Machinery. Das hat wahrscheinlich sie, genau. Hier diese Thermo-Arcanic Gloves, das ist ja wohl der größte Mist. Das braucht ja nun kein Mensch. You cannot fall prone while traversing icy terrain. Gut, bringt nicht viel, kann ich aber mal behalten. Das macht mir auch keinen so tollen Eindruck. Haste Helm. Skinburster. Ja, wir können ja erstmal diesen da machen. Haben wir nach wie vor diese Hand Crossbows. Behalte ich mal noch. Solange wir hier in den Shadow Cursed Lands sind, behalten wir das auch mal. Oh. So, hier haben wir doch bestimmt auch noch irgendwelche Sachen. Ring of Color Spray, Rain Dancer, das wollten wir alles mal behalten. Spectator Eyes. Der hat noch Infernal Iron, oh ja, okay.
Pleasure doing business with you. Premium trinkets and doodles.
So, dann gucken wir mal nach. Was fängt man damit an, dass das ist ja wohl was eher Karlach haben sollte. Ich noch mehr von dem Eisen? Ich sehe keins, also wahrscheinlich ist es das jetzt auch gewesen mit dem Eisen. Gut, dann lassen wir das mal so weit. Und dann würde ich tatsächlich vorschlagen, wir campen hier mal, hm?
Don't wander far. We need to talk.
Gut, aber erst
Don't be shy.
Rest.
Have a gander at the finest stuff.
Oh.
Playtime's over, pet. Oh, I love this time of year. The dickheads start popping up wherever you look.
What do you want, Mizora?
Drop the attitude and perk up your ears. You've got a new mission. Absolute's cult has gone and grabbed one of Zariel's assets. A devil. And a powerful one at that. They're locked up in the cult's fortress, Moonrise Towers. And you're getting them out.
Aha. And this is our problem. How exactly?
Clause Z, Section 13. Should promised soul refuse obeyance or neglect duty, the pact holder shall cast the promised into Avernus as a lemure. I'll make it simple. Will fails or refuses, and he turns to a thick blob of stink flesh and sinks to Avernus. Now, be a good boy and play fetch, pup, or you'll spend an eternity sizzling in the hells.
Mizora's words may be flippant, but they are tinged with desperation. She cannot afford for Will to fail this mission. This may be your best chance to negotiate Will out of his pact.
We'll rescue your asset on one condition.
Oh, and what condition is that?
Your mind links with Will's, drawn in by his increasing panic.
What are you doing?
Whisper Will in your mind. Trust me.
Will relaxes, and your connection fades.
Mizora, we'll rescue this asset if you release Will from this pact.
Interesting. Now, why should I go letting my favorite pet off his leash?
Ich bin mir nicht mal sicher, ob das so gut ist. Das Problem ist nämlich, wenn der Pakt weg ist Will ja eigentlich kein Warlock mehr, ne? Wir können ja mal gucken, ob wir uns an sowas erinnern. Remember all you can about devils and their contracts. Okay. Das sieht nicht gut aus. Eine probiere ich dafür. Gut.
You recall an old incantation from a children's story, said to void a devil's contract. Abi diabole et nunquam ready.
Ja, dann tun wir das mal. Schön, dass du es mit Humor nimmst.
I've never seen such a fearless display of sheer idiocy. Bravo! Fine. I'll play your game. But I amend the pact once the mission's done, not before. Clause F, Section 9. Soulbinder shall bestow reward or favour only upon soul-bearer's fulfilment of related obligation. Now, to Moonrise, pet. And do mind the shadows. They've been especially hungry.
Okay. Das ist ja schön, dass sie mit mir reden will.
God damn it! Why did it have to be Mizora? Why did it have to be Zariel? We're supposed to risk our necks to get one of her assets? What if it's a runaway like me? Or something far worse?
Naja, sie sagte, es wäre ein Devil. If we don't help, Mizora will turn Will into a lemure. Could you live with that?
Look, Will's happiness is my happiness. I'd sooner see myself a lemur than him. But it's a bad idea to play games with the devil. You never win. Not ever. Hey, soldier.
Nee. Sie will nicht mehr mit uns reden. Okay. Sieht jetzt hier nicht... Ah. Guck mal an. Wahrscheinlich will er wieder beißen oder so. Er hat einen Spiegel dabei. Warum eigentlich? Er kann sich im Spiegel nicht
This
sehen.
dark land must be filled with the broken, the beaten, the desperate. The perfect praying ground for a devil who offers a way out for those who sign on the dotted line. I hope we end up seeing our friend Raphael down here somewhere.
Really? Why do you want to see him?
Help me find him, and you'll find out. When I was taken to his house, I was caught off guard. But now I know what to ask for.
Aha, er hat irgendwas mit ihm zu tun. Not unless you tell me what you're planning.
All in due time, but not now.
Gut.
I'm sure he'll turn up at one point or another.
Gut.
One day I'll catch a break.
Poor Karlak. She can finally seek out the touch of another, only to be told she might not have much time left.
Okay. Helsen. Mit dem können wir mal reden, weil der war ja irgendwie so scharf drauf, hierher zu kommen. Ach nee, wir haben ja erstmal noch Will.
The more bullshit she pours, the more of it I'm forced to swallow.
Mizora set me on fiends inside and outside the Hells. She's never ordered a rescue.
Gods. She makes a mockery of everything the Blade stands for. Such an asshole.
Tja. I thought you were supposed to hunt devils. Doesn't this violate your contract?
The same thought crossed my mind. I'm only to hunt the infernal, the demonic, and the heartless. But nowhere was it stated that I can't help one. Either we find it, or I'm made a mindless blob clawing at demons on the front line of the blood war.
Okay. It's not going to happen. You mean too much to the Sword Coast.
And it means everything to me. I always knew what my future held, and I know I chose right. Thank you for sticking your neck out for me. I mean it. But I'm not going to celebrate till I'm actually free. I can feel Mizora scheming, plotting. She won't let me go without making a fuss. Trust me on that.
Ja, ich bin auch inzwischen gar nicht mehr so sicher, ob das eine gute Idee von mir war, weil wie gesagt, selbst wenn wir gewinnen würden, was ich fast nicht glaube gegen den Teufel, dann wäre es ja schon so, dass sein Pakt weg ist, er ist dann kein
The
Warlock
shadow
mehr.
curse is upon us.
Naja.
As foul as I remember it. Perhaps even worse. But with the Oak Father's blessing, we may soon see it banished from these lands.
We're in the midst of the Shadow Curse now. Is there any more you can tell me about how to lift it?
This land is more than just soil and rock, root and leaf. It is a living being, in the form of a young fey boy, with the forest itself in his eyes. His name is Thaniel. I've met him in my meditations, but since the curse was unleashed, I have not felt his presence. He is its prisoner, I fear. And as long as he remains so, his domain will lie in darkness. But if we can find him, we can break the curse. If you learn anything of the Shadowfell, or of a boy with the forest in his eyes, find me at once.
What should I look for exactly?
I can't be exact, unfortunately. Time and the Shadow Curse won't have been kind to any traces that would have been left behind. A living witness is unlikely, I'll admit. But perhaps there'll be an unliving witness, or some lingering echo of what we seek. Don't worry. If you find something, you will know it.
Okay. Unliving, also ein Untoter womöglich. Und ein kleiner Junge und der hat den, na gut, den Wald in den Augen, wie auch immer. Still feeling at home here with us? The surroundings are less bucolic, I understand.
It's not easy seeing the ravages of the Shadow Curse. But your camp is a most welcome solace. You've shared your fire with me, your company. A small pocket of light against the darkness. But one I couldn't do without. Thank you.
Pleasure. You're welcome.
You're too modest by far. What fate would I have met without you?
Ja.
Rotting in the goblin cells? Dying against an onslaught on the grove? More good has been done since I met you than in 100 years before. Words cannot express my gratitude.
Okay. No words needed, I understand how you feel.
Yes, I think you do. Forgive me. Sometimes I forget myself, gazing on the beauty of nature's creations.
Okay. So, jetzt gibt es hier einige Sachen. Follow the Envoy. Das haben wir hinter uns. Seek protection from the Shadow Curse. Find a cure. Parasites are coming from Moonrise Towers. Infiltrating the towers and finding the source of this evil may be our only chance. Help Kithrak Force. Das wird dann erst sein in Baldur's Gate. Lift the Shadow Curse. We must find Thaniel, the spirit of the land. We discover that Shadowheart possesses a certain amount of resistance to the ill effects of the Shadow Curse. It seems that this must be due to Shah's patronage. But given the mercurial nature of the Dark Goddess, the extent of her protection remains to be seen. Genau, Hellions Heart haben wir soweit gemendet sozusagen. Und dann die Geschichte. Wie gesagt, da bin ich mir nicht sicher, ob ich da nicht einen Fehler gemacht habe, aber wir finden es raus. Kithrak Force appeared. Das ist nichts Neues. So, er will mit Raphael sprechen, was jetzt etwas überraschend kommt. Travel to Moonrise Tower haben wir alles. Sehr schön. Okay. Dann beenden wir doch mal den Tag. Naja, das ist wieder mal viel zu viel. 18 zu viel. Das heißt, ich muss 6 Dreier gewissermaßen wegmachen. Bum, bum, bum. Und noch 2 Dreier. das sind. Na, wo sind sie? Wo sind sie denn? Ach, der hat die dann schon rausgenommen, alles gut. So, und auf die Idee hätte er ja selber kommen können. Ne? Schade, ich hätte jetzt gerne so ein bisschen Tete-a-Tete mit Karlach gehabt. Oh.
And getting stronger. I don't know how much longer I can resist it. But it's good to see you're making progress.
Mal ohne Rüstung.
You took an unexpected route here. You did a brave thing, saving those people in the grove.
Naja. It wasn't even a choice, they needed my help.
Not everyone would have helped.
No?
The hurt runs deeper than she's willing to show you.
What is it?
The voice of the Absolute. Stronger this time. It just doesn't stop. We are being bombarded by waves of telepathic energy. Wave after wave with hardly a breath between them. I almost dare not rest. Each wave a set of orders to the infected. The order for your transformation has been given many times already.
My transformation?
Yes, but the orders are oddly erratic. As if the Absolute cannot make up its mind. I don't fully understand. In any case, the Absolute knows you carry me with you now. It wants to retrieve me.
Why does the Absolute want you?
I am the only one who can resist the Absolute's influence. Hence its fear of me. It's desperation. Unfortunately, that also means it is dedicating more and more resources to my retrieval. The task ahead is monumental. But we're all that stands between victory for the Absolute and freedom for all. This is not just about you and I anymore. It has become far bigger than us. You must infiltrate Moonrise Towers, discover the secrets of the Absolute, and put an end to it. So we can finally be free. Now I must rest. And you must carry on. Do not let my efforts be in vain.
Gut. Wollen wir hier dran was ändern? Gale ist ja eigentlich sehr hilfreich hier in der Gegend, denke ich. Man könnte vor allen Dingen hier mal ein bisschen... Also ich glaube, das mit dem Hypnotic Pattern, ich weiß nicht, ob das so toll ist. Wir lassen das mal raus. Greater Invisibility, Wall of Fire. Greater Invisibility. Wenn die uns nicht sehen können, wenn man sich raushalten kann aus dem Kampf, so dass man nicht in Area Spells getaucht wird. Wall of Fire ist natürlich so eine Sache. Wir machen das mal. So, was haben wir hier noch? Das sind sowieso die nicht diskutierbaren. Lightning Bolt ist diskutierbar. Was haben wir hier noch? Vampiric Touch. Oh, und wir könnten vielleicht auch mal, wir sind ja jetzt 4. Level, das heißt wir können jetzt 4. Level Spells, wir können jetzt hier so schöne Sachen mal lernen. Fire Shield bin ich nicht 100% sicher. 2d8, wieso 4? Wieso steht da 4 mal 2? Achso, das beides? Wie, das macht sowohl das als auch das? Das stimmt doch nicht. Egal. Ja, aber das kann man ja einfach mal lernen. Es tut ja nicht weh. Blight. Animate Dead. Confusion. Lernen wir einfach auch mal. Crown of Madness. Detect Thoughts. Dimension Door. Und wenn wir schon dabei sind, können wir es auch mal lernen. Polymorph. Protection from Energy. Resistance 2. Sleet Storm. Call forth a storm that disrupts the concentration of spellcasters, douses fires and creates an icy surface. Why not? Das ist keine Evocation, das ist Conjuration, okay. Gut, das lernen wir mal. Wie gesagt, das würde ich gerne mal hier so lassen. Das ist natürlich so, dass das... Ich habe ja nur einen 4. Level-Slot, da muss man jetzt nicht auch noch die Riesenauswahl machen. Sleetstorm. Wir machen mal statt Lightning Bolt Sleetstorm. Vielleicht haben wir mal die Gelegenheit, sowas zu machen. So, und sie... Das. Spirit Guardians Enhance Ability. Das kann man, glaube ich, mal wegtun. Das ist nicht so wichtig. Wir könnten hier mal Guardian of Faith machen. Okay. Daylight ist vielleicht... Das machen wir. Daylight ist vielleicht hier in dem Shadow Cursed Land auch spannend. Ist zwar dann spannend, dass ich hier keinen einzigen 4. Level Spell präpariert habe. Aber so ist das. Command könnte man lassen. Wir machen mal Command weg. Und dann Guardian of Faith noch rein. Okay. Das. Silence. Ja, wir lassen es erstmal. Man kann ja immer noch relativ leicht umpräparieren. So, hier nehmen wir die Gloves of Archery oder die Armor Class increases by 1. Eine Sache war noch, wir hatten irgendwelche Stiefel gefunden, die irgendwie... Was war das denn? Wir hatten irgendwelche Stiefel gefunden, die +1 auf die Rüstungsklasse geben. Hier genau, Evasive Shoes. 15, das ist doch schon immer was. Oder? Was hat der? Misty Step. Ich habe aber noch irgendwas anderes, was mir Misty Step gibt, ne? Da. Das würde heißen, can't be enwebbed, entangled or ensnared. Can't slip on grease on ice. Der ist schon eher mal im Nahkampf als Gale. Misty Step. Das lassen wir mal. Comeback, wenn die wieder Heals, das auf jeden Fall. Click Heals ist auch gut. Ich denke, so lassen wir das mal. Sie hat immer noch nichts für oben rum. Tja. Macht keinen Sinn, leider. Dann lassen wir das. So. Dann verlassen... Moment, da wollte noch einer mit mir reden. Ah, okay. Gut. Dann machen wir erst noch solche Spielchen. Und Karlach kann ja mit Tieren reden.
dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
What have you got here, Scratch?
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
Potion of Healing ist natürlich gut. Das fällt mir jetzt erst auf. Wir haben ihn ja schon mal gepettet mit Karlach, bevor sie repariert war. Eigentlich hätte er jetzt inzwischen Brandwunden haben müssen. Kleiner Bug. Okay. So, dann würde ich vorschlagen, wir verlassen das Camp. Wir verlassen das Camp und jetzt ist es schon wieder ein bisschen spät und werden das nächste Mal mit Jaheira reden und ein bisschen das Last Light Inn erkunden. Und bis dahin, gehabt euch wohl. Tschö.